Welcome to Chance Die, a World of Darkness podcast. Before we jump into this episode, we have a few reminders to share. This is created for adult audiences only. We advise listener and reader discretion for graphic depictions of violence, assault, death, trauma, existential struggle, and adult language. These themes may be a lot at some points, so if you need a breather, take a break or come back later. We would also like to mention...
Mark is not soulless and detached from humanity. Actually, that pretty well describes me.
Tristan's life is a circus, but that won't interfere with the podcast.
Gabby's not that desperate.
Francie is a little bit desperate, but she isn't very good at crafts. She sure tries, though.
Welcome to Chance Die. I'm Jessica, the storyteller.
Hi, my name is Mark, and I... Hi, my name is Mark, and I... Hi, my name is Mark, and I'm playing Revis McCoy.
I am Tristan, and I'll be playing Will.
Hi, I'm Gabby. And I'll be playing... I'm Gagalicious Expedition. And I'll be playing Roisin.
Can't follow up that one, but I am Francie, and I'll be playing Kestrel.
Woo!
Are you good with us keeping that in?
Yeah, no, I thought it would be funny.
Yes. All right, so where we last left off, time had reset, or at least your location had reset. You're not quite sure. You were all in the hotel room with Crimson. Cecilia had disappeared along with Orville, and when Kestrel ran to the garden, it was intact along with the manor and the clock tower. So Cecilia is in the garden, kind of looking around bewilderedly.
I run up and I go, Cecilia, did I do it? What did I do?
How did I get here? What?
I don't know. What do you remember?
I remember being puppeted, kinda.
Oh,
And then Vines, I attack. Is Will okay?
and she squints her eyes and she go, "We'll fine." And she like kind of pokes at her. Go, "Are you puppeted right now?"
She looks down at her body. Her curls kind of bounce as she looks her hair, like she looks at her body all around. I think I'm myself.
Tell me something only you would know.
You tried to touch a flower in my garden the first time you were here?
Oh my god, it's you.
Did you all arrive as well?
Yes.
Okay, so is he's dead, right? Like, we did it, maybe? Yeah?
No.
Why no?
There was a surge of really powerful fae kind of magic. I think everything reset.
Like everything? Like all the body parts in the grandfather clocks?
I don't know. Maybe.
And Kestrel's eyes get wide and she goes, "Does that mean everyone in that house is alive?"
We could look.
Wait, no, but what if we go in and it's a trap again, and then they're not alive anymore?
Oh, that would be bad. I don't know. What do y'all want to do?
Well, I don't think I want to go back in the house just yet, since it is a trap. What if we try to find Orville outside of the house? It could be over yonder in the cafe, or it could be right over there in the clock tower.
That's nice and all, but what do we do when we find him?
That's the real question.
My best guess is we can't kill him because that's what sets the spell going.
Did you resist?
Resist.
Just a few moments ago, when I asked to stop, was that you?
Yeah.
How are we supposed to fight? Can we even fight him?
Well, we can fight him, but that doesn't do us any good.
Well, can we stop him? Is there any way to stop him, Cecilia?
I don't know. He's got a closer bond with the true fae than I supposed, because that's way beyond changeling magic. That's something bigger. He must have made some kind of deal.
Right. You made a contract with the flower.
Yeah.
Could this entire thing have been him making a contract with something?
Oh, yeah, that's how changeling magic works.
So explain it to me then. So if I'm going to make a contract, is there any kind of getting out of it? You know, like an escape clause or anything like that where...
There has to be.
There has to be. What was the escape clause for your flower?
What do you mean?
You made a contract with the flower.
Yeah.
You said there has to be an escape clause. What was your escape clause with your flower?
Well, there's always, so like if he had died with the flower in his body, then I would have transplanted it. Like it's a mutual understanding built on trust usually. With non-thinking as we know it creatures, it's a bit different. With a true fae or a changeling or a person, it's a lot more specific and detailed. We would need to look at the contract if we wanted to know for certain.
Where would it be written?
Somewhere.
Like the gazebo?
Or a home office.
Maybe.
I go to the gazebo. And I take an extra long time looking around. Especially at the plaque, just anywhere at all. Anything about it that's out of place or strange or gives me a vibe or gives Rasheen a vibe. Just, you know, anything like that. You know, what if it wasn't the inert body part that gave you the danger sense? What if it was instead something else that was at the gazebo?
Shall I try again?
Yep.
The body part's back there, though.
We could smash and try to find it.
It's true. Did he reset himself?
Well, this would be a good way to find out.
Mm-hmm.
I would assume the whole point is to reset himself.
I got 4 successes this time.
3.
But why put himself in a position? Go on.
There got to be some reason why his body got to be divided up like this. Part of the terms of his contract, if that's what this is based on. Maybe it's more powerful because he allows himself to be dismantled this way.
And then allows for some idiots to put him back together.
Thus making him more powerful. So what if we broke those body parts? What if we destroyed them separately? Does that then reset it?
Could we destroy them? How do you destroy a changeling body part?
For the gazebo,
Yeah.
you definitely, when you get there and you're really trying to be attuned to what's happening, you feel something here.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I can tell you. Unless you want to start rolling like occult intelligence.
Okay.
I can do that.
I can.
Can I do that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, we all have something.
That's chance die, and I got a 9.
Nice.
No successes for me.
Just a 1.
Mm.
2.
Francie, with a 2, you absolutely recognize that there's something a little bit off about the plate. The dedication plate.
Go to
Set the fucking contract. God
Remove
damn it.
it
In honor of true
carefully.
love, humanity's greatest treasure.
like pop it out.
Okay. Make me a dexterity and crafting check to do this, because as you touch it and you start, you absolutely feel a thrum of very alien feeling magical energy.
I thought that was going to be a resolve and composure. I'm like, oh my fucking God. Roll initiative. Why not? We're going to fight a fucking golden flag.
I think Cecilia might have to touch the plaque or bleed on it.
Ah, probably.
Hey guys, I've got some bad news.
Oh.
No success.
Cecilia.
I didn't fail, but I didn't get any successes.
Okay. So you try and take it off of the gazebo. And as you do, you feel so uncomfortable and it feels so alien to you that you can't bring yourself to do anything else.
We have disquiet as Prometheans, right? Does it
You
feel
do.
like that?
It's more like something about this nature is not matching with your own. The inherent otherness that makes you Promethean, this is another type of unnatural thing that doesn't jibe well with you.
Cecilia, you are like this man. Do you think that you could get this out?
I could try.
Humanity's greatest treasure,
Me.
true love.
Oh.
Okay. She gently is going to touch the plaque, and as she does, she like furrows her brow, and her hand kind of slips and gets on one of the corners, and her blood drips down the plaque, and then in a beam of like sunshine light, the plaque grows and extends down the side of the gazebo in a language that you don't recognize.
Oh.
Can we occult that? Or
You can try.
okay.
Is it the language from the book?
It is.
Cecilia, can you read?
I know that. Sorry.
I got a 1.
You know that it's from Arcadia.
Is that a changeling-ish?
Changeling on?
Yeah. Changeling. Yeah, I think so. I wasn't taught a lot of it, but I could try and piece stuff together if y'all want.
I got 3 on a
Oh,
cult.
that's really good. So when you pull out the book, Francie,
Yep. Do I still have the
we
book?
still have the book?
where did the book come from?
Book came from the basement.
Book came from the basement.
I took it.
You took the book from the. Yes, you still have the book.
Aha!
You would still have the book
Because it was on her person or something?
because the dolls are gone.
Maybe because it was from the basement. It's the only thing I took from the basement.
And the people.
Or you just want me to have this book.
No. There's
There's a reason.
There's
Let
a
her come up with
reason.
one right now.
Yeah.
Let her
I
bullshit
just
it.
can't tell you what.
Okay.
Oh, so I have
But
to figure
there-
it out.
Like
This book was
Cecilia
not
wasn't
his.
reset.
Just
this
let
book
us
is-
figure it
Yeah,
out,
yeah, yeah.
please.
This book is supernatural.
This book is the contract.
So, okay.
This book is not a normal book. It's a supernatural. Like we're supernatural.
Oh.
We remember.
I am.
I'm assuming something like that.
So when you compare the book and the plaque, you absolutely recognize a few symbols like this plaque is a contract. There are the words humanity. There are, let's see, love, ignorance, protection.
Does anybody have like a pencil or charcoal? No?
I can get a pencil real quick.
Okay. And when she gets one, she's going to do does this book have like, where there's usually one blank page in it? She's going to put the page over it and do the charcoal etching
Oh,
of it
yeah.
to get the pattern onto it.
With more time, you could probably devote. If you want to spend some hours doing this, you can, but it's going to take a significant amount of time.
We don't know how many times we're going to get reset. Is this kind of thing where we should walk through everything, or do we going to fast forward a couple of times through this? How do you imagine this kind of working?
I don't, so it'd be bad audio to like make you go through the whole house again and all of that. I'm not going to make you do that. If you want to shortcut some things because you know how it works, I'm totally okay with that.
Okay.
It depends on how you want to approach this and what you want to do.
Would you like me to work on this book?
I think that'd be a good idea, was to figure out like this
The
specified terms
contract.
of the contract.
Yeah.
I'm going to spend some time on this book. Can people roll to help me to make it a bit faster?
Yes.
And do I need to roll again to do it, or is this my 3 holding through on?
Nope. Your 3 was to do a preliminary kind of guesswork.
I am apparently still too ruffled to be of any particular use.
Just one.
Sorry.
Just one.
2. Mine was
Okay.
academics, not occult.
So for every roll, it'll be an hour. In order to fully decode this contract, you're going to need 10 successes.
3 did not pass over? Question mark.
No.
No. Okay.
So what number are we at now? Sorry.
We're at 3 if they're trying to.
Wait, but I also rolled 2.
That's what because
Yeah. 1, 2,
Gabby did
3.
one,
I
you
have
did
to
2.
roll mine for this
Yes.
first hour. 3 more.
Okay.
Okay, I rolled a second time. So is this for hour 2 now?
Yes.
Okay, 1 success.
So we had 6 so far. 7.
Oh, we're rolling again, though?
Yep. Second hour.
Get another 1 from me.
8.
None.
2 more, baby. Oh, yeah, we're done. Yeah, 2 more. We have 10.
Okay. So you spend 3 hours in this garden trying to decrypt what this contract
I thought it was
says.
2 hours.
You did 3 rounds of rolling.
2 rounds.
We did 2 rounds of
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. Yeah, sure. 2 rounds. So 2 hours. So you do get the contract decoded. The terms of the contract are, I'm not going to do a whole contract language. I'm going to give you the key points because I don't think you'd be able to translate it word for word.
Because you totally have that written down.
Yeah, totally wrote all this out. As long as the pieces of the original body are separated and sealed, the spell is in effect. Second qualification, that the contract maker retains a foothold in Battfork. Third qualification, the entity known as Cecilia Ferris must be protected and the townspeople's ignorance maintained in order to do so.
That's why they didn't bat an eye.
Wait, so as long as the body is separated, the spell will work, basically.
Yes, and it does. It's basically it's billed as this flowery key to immortality, right? Like you can't die, da 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 da. Of course, reality isn't so simple.
Yeah.
But in essence, when the original body is destroyed, that's the only way to actually kill him.
But I thought
But
We
he is
didn't.
reborn.
We missed the heart as well.
because we broke the heart, I thought.
But it wasn't part of the...
So anytime his original body is destroyed, time resets because immortality is not something that can easily be granted. So it's billed as immortality, but what's really happening
It's
is
a reset.
a reset.
So it's not that we didn't destroy him, it's that
you
since
did.
he can't be killed, he has to restart.
Yes.
And this other guy has a foothold in the town. And Cecilia's not allowed to be injured.
Must be protected
No,
and the ignorance of the town people
Kept.
maintained.
Yep.
Okay. And then maintain a foothold. But you said, can you read the part about maintaining a foothold again?
Fuck.
It just is the
It's-
contract maker retained.
Contract maker retains a foothold in Battfork.
Okay. And that's... Shit. Okay. I was understanding that as Orville, but that probably means the Fae.
Yep.
Okay.
Contract maker is different than Orville's name is used.
Mm-hmm.
Contract maker is not used.
Okay.
I'm going to point to it and look at Cecilia and I go, I thought you said he was gone.
I thought he was.
But how does this not break the deal? What deal was made?
I don't know.
Okay. So to break the contract, do we have to break all these requirements or just one of them?
One of them would nullify... Okay, sorry, that's Tristan. One of them would nullify the contract, I believe.
I think as long as it's broken, it's broken.
So, options. I go around and I tell all the townspeople what's going on
That
until
won't
they
work.
notice it, which probably won't work. Option number 2. And she looks at Cecilia.
Mm-hmm.
I punch you in the face. Just an option. Option number 3. Well, I don't know. Is that the opposite of protection?
Protection is pretty loose, so I'm sure they're gonna. God, this is Tristan. Protection is pretty loose, so I'm sure they're gonna identify that as getting punched in the face is not life threatening.
Okay, so I threaten you.
But
I don't want to do that. Option number 3. I get rid of the contract maker, that is my favorite option, but also my least favorite.
well,
And then option number 4 is
Or put him back together.
putting him back together. But so
and then
so the,
remaking a deal with him because the contract maker would not have a foothold because he would not be separated.
Yeah.
Then we could potentially renegotiate a deal with him without the Fey entity being here.
why aren't you in character voice?
Oh, sorry. Fucking Will's not that smart.
Oh, nothing? Okay, got it.
No, sorry.
Got it. No, that's fine. Okay, so maybe step 1, put him back together and have a chat.
So does that mean? So we put him back together last time. So does that mean that we missed the heart? Is that what I'm understanding? We
No.
didn't actually have them all back together.
No.
We fulfilled the contract, but then he got destroyed, which meant that he could restart.
So we could weaken him, but we cannot kill him. It's because we killed him, it reset.
And,
So
well,
so her temporary heart worked.
Cecilia also got hurt during.
Yeah, Cecilia got hurt during that. But because he died and reset, I'm assuming it nullified that. I don't know.
But I think having Cecilia in the picture, like using her to try to break the contract, wouldn't work because she did get hurt and it did not reset, or the contract wasn't broken.
It could also be that it is she is protected from the Fey entity.
I mean, it sounded to me like all of these things need to happen to break the contract because we did 2 of the 4 of them.
Okay.
We got all the body parts back together, and and Cecilia was not protected.
So
No, if you break one part of the contract, it
will
should be broken.
technically break all of
I
it.
think the thing was that for a second he was back together, which nullified the rest of it, but that we killed him. So that reset this loop that has already been put in place.
See, so we need to figure out how if we need to figure out that if we put him back together, how we can try to talk to him.
We need him
or
to chill out.
not hurt us.
Okay. Kestrel is going to walk to the clock tower door.
Okay. Do you all follow?
Kestrel,
Yeah.
what are you doing?
Don't know. I don't want to go back into that house.
Neither do I. But Cecilia, you coming along?
Of course, yeah. You can open up the clock tower door now. It's not locked.
I know, but I knocked.
Yeah.
Any
So
response?
polite.
I'm
no
trying
response.
to be different this time.
No response.
Hello. And then if that doesn't work,
Mm-hmm.
he's gonna slowly open the door and go, I don't mean to intrude. I just really love to talk.
By all means. He calls from up at the top.
So, like, am I invited in, or do you want to come down here?
You can come up.
So, do you happen, and as she's walking up the stairs, do you happen to remember the little incident in the hotel room, or what hotel room?
Yeah, the one where you all killed me.
That was my bad. Well, not my bad, but
That one's on me.
that one's on him. But I put the dumbbell down. But I promise we are here as friends and colleagues in the non-human world.
Uh-huh.
I make,
All right. You walk up to, you make it up to
I
the
make
top.
it up.
He's still standing there silhouetted against the clock face.
So this is the
Exactly.
fetch.
It's something.
Well, right. This is the thing made out of gears. Yeah.
You guys, let me know if I'm making a dumb decision by doing this. Feel free.
No.
Feel free to stop me.
I'm tracking. Yep.
Okay. At Tristan's thought is because his body pieces are separated, the true Fae is
Ooh,
here.
Yeah.
So we're talking with the true Fae right now. We might not want him to be aware of what
What we know.
or what deals we may try to make with
That's so fair.
specific. That's where Tristan's thought is. But how I would communicate that in game, no idea. So
Oh.
keep going.
Great. Got it.
So you think that the mechanical thing that looks like Orville that we're talking to is the true Fae?
Yes, I think that is a big portion of.
It's
the
a part
true
of the
Fae.
contract. But either way, we do have to get this heart.
Yes. I think because it is a fetch, fetches are generally under the direct control of the true Fae. And as the contract states, as long as the real body remains separated, the spell is in effect. So, and as part of that spell or contract, the contract maker maintains a foothold in Battfork, whether that be through this, but I'm pretty sure he is aware of when we talk to this.
So if this was, I'm just thinking out loud. So if this is the phase, the true phase foothold, then that means that we broke 3 of the 4 tenets of the contract because we destroyed the fetch last time.
Yeah, I'm not sure on the specifics.
Yeah. But that's
We're gonna have to ask
true.
it who we're
That's
talking
fair.
to.
Yeah.
Would he have tried to stop me on the way up? Would Will have tried to stop me?
Because
Because if you brought up a legitimate concern, I would not just go.
yeah, I think okay. Let's
No, we're retconning.
yeah.
We got to keep plowing
Yeah,
ahead.
we're not retconning.
Okay.
So you come face to face with Orville once again.
Sure do. Hi.
Hi.
Nice to see you again.
Wish I could say the same.
Well, look, I'm trying to be nice, gentle greeting, and I'd appreciate a little bit of the same.
Are you the contract maker?
Why would I ever answer that question to you?
I mean, it's a fair point. I asked it. I don't know. But
I think your best option is to travel on. Leave town.
Well, I'm afraid that's not really an option.
why Battfork?
I'll trade you a question for a question.
Since you already know our question, can you ask
Yours first, and then we can
we
decide.
say yes or no to answering this?
What are you?
I'm Kestrel.
Roshin.
What?
Can you not tell?
No.
If he can't tell, that makes
Not
me
a Fae.
not a. Would he know?
No, I don't think he would. I mean, see, Prometheans aren't super abundant in most supernatural worlds.
But-
anyway, so that's out of character. But aren't you supposed to be an equivalent of a god?
Are you going to answer my question or not?
Aren't you supposed to be the equivalent of a god?
Are you going to answer my question or not?
I am someone who died and am now looking for the missing piece.
What are you?
Not human.
Obviously, my patience grows thin.
Then we can leave you to it.
Very well. Safe travels.
Have a good rest of your day. And Will's just going to
I go back down the stairs.
Okay.
Okay, well that did not work. I don't like that guy.
I was waiting for one of you guys to say what we were because last time I told somebody we were
Do you think he could do anything with that information? Is what I worry about.
we killed him before.
He was quite easy to kill before, yes.
But this figure was supposed to have, as Cecilia said, extreme amounts of power, and it didn't know what we were.
Was Cecilia there the whole time?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna look at her, and I go, so he still has a foothold. Would anything about him speak to you? In any way, you're the only one who's met him before.
Let me get closer to him and I can maybe see. Yeah, I'll get closer to him. And she walks back up the stairs.
I don't know if that's a good idea.
She has to be protected in the contract.
Yeah, but it didn't stop him from making her a puppet.
Wow. She already did it.
Do you go up with her or just leave her to it?
I will follow, but not get back in his space.
Yeah, I'll go also.
Back up.
Yeah, back up.
You see her walk up close to him and he kind of quizzically tilts his head. And she quietly says, "You must miss your old form, huh?" And he scrunches his face in anger and bares his teeth a bit. And then she steps back and goes back down. There are traces of his power, but that's not him.
That's just part of him?
That's Orville. So I guess maybe Fetch.
So it could be Valley.
Yeah, that's kind of my other thought, right? Is if this isn't the foothold,
Yeah.
right? Or it's part of it has nothing in that contract, so there couldn't be more than one thing providing a foothold. So it could be Valley, it could be him, it could be some object. I mean, it could be multiple things, right? We destroyed one of them, but if we didn't destroy all of the footholds, then we didn't, technically violate the part of the contract.
Okay.
Maybe we didn't really complete the first part of the contract because we broke the heart, so it was still separated.
Well, we're assuming that the thing that we broke on the fetch was his heart, right?
Yes. Yeah.
I mean, we broke the part of the fetch that had blood on it. I mean, that could be what gave it its power.
No, but I'm saying maybe the reason it didn't stop before is because we broke the heart before it was reunited with the rest of the body.
What didn't work? Which part are you?
We didn't break the contract.
I have another theory.
Speak it.
Roisin, can I talk to you for a second?
What?
In front of everyone?
No, sorry guys, I'm gonna, and then he's just gonna start walking away.
Oh my goodness, I thought we were part of a group.
Okay.
I'm trying to not be near the garden and get out of Cecilia's earshot.
Okay.
I don't know how true or how much this may be, but there is one other person we know of that is extremely protective of Cecilia.
Cody?
Yeah, and I don't know if that's the foothold or that's the entity that made the deal to protect her. I don't know. It could be a theory, but I don't.
What are you suggesting we do?
I think it's something to keep in mind, and if we can try to talk to him and figure out more about what he knows, because he wasn't unaware of Cecilia's abilities.
Do you want to ask Cecilia if Cody knows about her?
We could, but I don't know if we should do it immediately. That might... We could still assume it's Valley, and I could absolutely be wrong, but I don't want us to get too focused.
It would make sense. He's very protective and very close, proximity-wise to her too.
But it may be just a dumb thought, but I just didn't want to say it around her.
Yeah. I'll tell the others when we're away from Cecilia.
Mm-hmm. And then he'll kind of start walking back. Okay, so if we're wanting to fully reunite the body, we're going to want to get that heart piece and the other pieces from the house.
Yeah.
So, do we want to look underground at that house first and finish that before we do the rest of it?
We can look. I believe it's probably just going to be more rooms with symbols.
But it's probably best that we check on it anyways.
We can try, but you do realize that if we go back through the house, we will have to kill those people again.
Well, hold on now. Wasn't the dollhouse on the first floor?
The dollhouse, yes.
And that's how we got to the basement, right? We picked up and moved the dollhouse.
But we're saying that we have to go through the whole house
If we want to get the body parts.
to get the body.
Well, maybe even to get out, because it was warded from the inside until we,
Yes.
broke it.
We broke it by disrupting the symbols in the basement, not by collecting body parts, because we didn't get all the body parts. That is unrelated, I think. What if we go into the house, move the dollhouse, and explore the basement without going upstairs?
Well, that was the idea. We go to the basement first and then go up the stairs.
I like that idea. I think there were either two stipulations to get out of the house. Either A, we have to have all of the body parts, or B, we end up breaking those sigils. Or breaking the spell on the house some way. But I think we need to go look at that underground basement first.
Okay.
But it does get me thinking. If there were sigils in the house that were powering that reset and spell, is there something like that for the whole town?
Out here, and that's just happens to be the clock.
Well, I don't know if it's the clock, because nothing that we did before actually reset. I mean, remember, we destroyed the clock before and the people were still under the spell.
True.
But what if somewhere else out here there are sigils drawn that are powering a larger spell? That's what we need to find. Maybe that's the foothold.
True.
Right, because we keep saying things that we think counted as breaking part of the contract, but it never did. So I don't think that I don't think that's the right track. Well, we know that breaking the sigils did work for the house.
But we haven't seen no other points of magic throughout the town. I even looked.
I know.
We did. We saw it in the garden.
The garden is it. That's this. I've seen no sigil in the garden.
That's a good idea, though. Something to keep in mind.
But we never did go looking for tunnels under the garden. Right? So these sigils were under the house. We never looked for tunnels under the garden. All we did was go and find the torso and then put everything back together. What if we start looking for these tunnels and seeing if that's where something could be underground?
I just wonder if the magic of the resetting of the town is in the contract and not a separate spell. It's in the fact that he cannot be killed.
Well, then my thought process is thus. We go dig in the garden, see if we can find anything else. Then we go to the basement of the house. And then if we have to break the grandfather clocks to get out of the house, we do it. I think those are a good first few steps to do.
Okay.
Okay. So where are you heading first?
The garden.
Okay. Easy peasy. You walk to the garden. Cecilia immediately starts like deadheading and like picking some wayward weeds, and
I go looking for like a manhole cover, anything like that, any entrance to the sewer, like storm drain, anything like that that's nearby.
I don't think so. Maybe a French drain like in the corner, but you can easily see there's not really.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so no access that way. Not even on the streets surrounding it. Okay. No, that's fine. That's fine. Okay. Different idea then.
We could try digging around the gazebo. Cecilia, are there any other parts of the garden that are extremely magical? Like the more potent magic?
Anywhere where I've got plants growing.
Could you point us in a few spots where we could dig?
She looks really anxious.
Wait,
What
would
Not the plants.
is there a way you feel the plants? Do you feel the ground that they are in?
Yeah.
Any disturbances? Any movement under the ground?
Okay. I can try. The problem is that a lot of my abilities stem from him. So if you're wanting me to look for something related to him,
You might be blinded.
yeah.
You know, guys, I'm actually kind of wondering, like, what if the sigils throughout the town are the flowers themselves? What's the arrangement look like in the garden?
Arrangement.
Yeah, like the arrangement of the flower beds, the flowers themselves. What does that look
Location
like?
of colors and types.
Yeah, make a perception check.
I'm gonna burn
Or
a
you can
wheel
do,
on
since
this.
you're studying, you can do intelligence instead of wits investigation.
Thank
No,
you.
I like wits more. 2 successes.
3.
Oh, hold up. I haven't rolled yet. I'm burning a wheel. I'm burning me. Wait, no, don't burn me. I only got a
4.
2.
4,
Yeah.
Francie, you are like, oh, now that I'm actually looking for this and I can stand back and look. Yep, there are definite sigil reflections in the way these plants are.
I'm gonna
Holy fuck.
slowly creep over to Cecilia. Hey, I've got some bad news.
What?
Did you put all these flowers here?
Yeah.
Oh. Why did you put them in the way that you did? Just give me a perspective.
They told me where they wanted to grow.
The flowers?
Yeah.
Was this after you got back?
Well, it had
Yeah.
to be. I've got bad news. I don't think the flowers are working in your best interest.
What do you mean?
Yeah, what do you mean, Kestrel?
Big picture stuff. These flowers are bad symbols. They make like bird's eye view from your garden.
Yeah.
It kind of looks like the symbols, and then she points to the house in there.
Oh, no. Oh, no. She actually stumbles back. And the flowers around you kind of start like wilting just a hair.
Wait, but is there a way you can not that they need to go, but like move them,
Replant or
break the symbol?
grow new ones that disrupt it, maybe? I don't know how these work.
Sorry, I'm reeling. Give me.
I'm gonna lean in to Will and go, these flowers are kind of assholes.
And you gave me one of them.
You're welcome.
Yeah, sorry about that.
You know, before I met him, I had one thing that I knew was mine, that I took pride in, that was where the pieces of my soul laid in my life. And that was this. And she gestures around. And falling in love with him even made the deepest part of myself somehow his. And I don't know what to do about that.
Celia, well, we're gonna get through this together. and we're gonna I don't know, guys.
Do you feel bad for falling in love?
Yeah.
Wait, but I thought love was a good thing. Something that fills you and drives you.
Yeah.
It's also not a choice, is it?
No, I'm sure there were some choices in there.
It's difficult to make choices when you don't know how it's really going to end. Or you make choices and you realize that maybe that choice makes you a monster. Or maybe it was never your choice to begin with. And I think it's okay to grieve a choice or a person or a flower. But I don't know. Maybe for now it can just be anger.
I don't do angry very well, but I can try. She sniffles and rubs her eyes.
You as a changeling have a soul, right?
Yeah.
When you went over, you said you changed.
Yeah.
Did that change too?
No, I don't think so.
But how do you know?
Because I don't think I would have been able to make it back without one.
You couldn't have lived without a soul?
I don't think I could have had hope without a soul.
Do you have hope for us? For you?
Of course I have hope for y'all. I don't know about myself right now. I'm kind of
I have hope for you.
Me too.
thank you.
Yeah. Hope. Yeah. Sorry, I'm like deep in thought over here because I'm just like, how do we get her and the flowers out of town?
We don't.
You pick them up and you move them somewhere.
Cecilia,
I mean, I'm serious though. Like that's
I don't think we get her out of town. This is her town.
can you do any gardening
she's the
without?
foothold,
Well, I think
The garden right now is.
yeah, she is.
which she controls, right?
I think she has more of an effect over it.
I'm sorry, did she say that the flowers said where they wanted to be planted?
Yeah.
Yes, these
Yeah.
flowers need to get out.
That's what I
what I
said.
said.
I said
But-
they don't have your best interest.
The more we hurt these flowers, the more she's damaged.
Right. We don't have to hurt the flowers.
Yeah,
We
I
can
was
just move
thinking
them.
Move them.
Right. She had the ability to take the one flower literally out of the ground and put it in a dude's heart. So I don't think it's out of
Yeah,
bounds to
but
think like let's take the flowers and move them out of town.
But two things. That was her using the ability to not only rekindle the one Orville, but also us moving this entirely would be moving the sigils, which the plants will probably protest because they don't. I mean, whoever the fucking
Why don't you talk about this in character?
Cecilia, you can garden without your abilities, right? You said you had been doing it before.
Yeah.
Do you think you could replant these without your abilities and pick them up and move them and maybe change it around? Because we broke it last time, and that broke that.
I know that you don't understand, but basically what you're... And I know that they did kind of betray me, but basically what you're asking me to do is after listening to the most beautiful symphony in existence to make myself deaf.
So the flowers only sing to you when
can
they're
hear
like
them.
this?
I can't do anything about my abilities. It's who I am.
No
now, but
changing the abilities.
There's no way the flowers will consent to being moved. That's part of our deal is that I had to listen to their will.
Your deal with the flowers?
Yeah.
Then what if we added more? We messed up. We fudge up the symbol a little bit.
No, because the flowers are creating the symbol. They want to make that symbol, so they're going to ask to go somewhere else. Or these ones are going to get upset. You said your power is connected to his.
Yeah.
That's what this is. I don't think there's any easy getting out of it. No tricking the magic. It controls all.
Deals with true fae do surpass deals made with lesser creatures.
I'm so sorry, Cecilia, but
All right. I think I have an idea of what we need to do. Cecilia, we'll be back in a minute, okay?
Okay.
Y'all, let's step away from the garden for a bit and have a little discussion.
Okay.
what's your plan?
All right. So we, walk away a bit.
Uh-huh.
So there's 4 different rules within the contract, right? We have his source of power, or his foothold, rather. We have the body being spread out. We have
And just to be clear, the body being spread out was being stored by his will in different locations. Just because I
Sure.
know there was a little bit of fuzziness on that.
So the spell
Right.
was he chose to have his body separated.
yes, it's basically a power check. Right.
Yeah.
Which is interesting because he did not stop us from taking his limbs.
He did not.
Because he wanted to be put back together.
Yes, he did.
So third option, or the third part was Cecilia must be protected. And the fourth is that the townspeople can't know about it. So the way that we get out of this is by breaking one of those 4. Now, most of these are pretty terrible options. For example, we could kill Cecilia. She would not be protected. Now we have the trolley problem again, right? We've sacrificed one person to save the town.
We don't know what the trolley problem is.
We haven't technically talked about that in game yet.
Yeah, we spent an entire episode talking about
We
it, guys.
outside talked about it, but our characters have
Did
no
not
clue
know.
what the trolley problem is.
All right, fair enough. Fine. So we run into the issue of sacrificing one person to save many.
Like the house.
The house is another issue, right? We'd have to go through the house and kill all those people again in order to get the body parts. We could remove the flowers or destroy the flowers to remove his foothold, but that might also kill Cecilia. Or the fourth option, I think, is the one that we need to take. We need to tell the townspeople about what's going on.
Wait, but
Remember when earlier she used the vines on the mansion when we were trying to get out?
and nobody.
Yeah, and
Nobody blinked.
They didn't care.
Right.
I stole a leg. They didn't
Wait,
care.
wait.
But hear me out. Remember how upset her brother was. Remember how he said, so many people saw you, you can't go back out there. What if there's a threshold? What if we need most of the people in the town to see her do this, and that will help break the spell?
I had pulled Roisin aside earlier, thinking that her brother also loves her a whole deal of a lot. Maybe he's also more in on it because, like you said, he didn't wander aimlessly. He knew.
Right. What if he's part of what if he's not even her brother? What if he's the one, he's so overprotective? What if he's the one that's here as an agent of the Fae and he's the one protecting her?
How would we even determine if he wasn't?
Roisin, you could talk to him. You could pretend to be Cecilia and talk to him.
I suppose I could.
And we could talk to her.
But we're not telling him about.
We don't need to tell him nothing. We just need to see what kinds of thing he says when he thinks he's alone with her, and whether or not there's an act that they're putting on. And in the meantime, we can talk to Cecilia. I want to know how much she actually remembers about her brother, whether or not they actually have real memories or she just remembers a brother.
Okay, I agree with you, Mr. McCoy. Back on the subject of the contract, I do think we should do these, but while we're here without her, how do we get her to use her powers in front of a lot of people?
Well, my friend, I think that's pretty simple. We put on a circus.
And that'll be the end of the episode.
Yeah.
Oh, I like this idea.